She's in her very first film as an actress, spanning her wings. Did a fantastic job, I might add. She's in the brand new film Earth Mama that is coming to theaters in July. She is the one and only from the Bay Area representing Oakland,
You can eat.
the town. She's the
Yeah.
one and only Tia NOMORE. How you doing, Tia?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm blessed. I'm chilling. I'm looking at this crazy view of LA right now I've never seen before. So I'm blessed. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing awesome. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to join me here on the show.
Um,
Um, Absolutely. I wanted to ask you just Earth Mama. Now, at the time of this filming, you had a lot going on. I mean, you were about to become a mother. It was the pandemic. Now you're getting you had the music artistry going on, and then also you get this script for Earth Mama. So, what went through your mind, and how were you able to balance and bring everything together and be able to be a part of this great film?
Ooh, yeah, it was a lot going on. I was, just barely a brand new mom. My kid was just right over 1 year old. So I
Okay.
was just really still close to home. Like I'm a pandemic parent. So, um, really in and out of emotions that I think regular parents don't have. Thank you so much. Thank you. So it was a very topsy-turvy time for me, but those are the best times to move forward through because you know what I mean? It's like you can practice a little patience here, practice some peace, give yourself some grace and space. The world is kind of like on the same page at that time, like kind of slow roll. So
Mm-hmm.
I was able to grant myself some grace. And then yeah, boom, all of a sudden I get this script. And I'm telling you, like off top, I'm from the town. So everything I look at kind of skeptical. And I was like, these people are for sure the police. Like they want to meet me in Bushrod Park for a movie called Earth Mama. I just thought that was so like out there. But I digress. I ended up going and meeting with casting, which was amazing. They were impeccable and really good at making me feel comfortable to just go for it. Something I just haven't done before. And yeah, the rest is history.
Indeed. You play the character Gia Wilson on in the movie.
Right.
How much is it? How much did you learn from Gia Wilson, and how much you felt Gia Wilson learned from Tia No More?
Wow, that's such a poignant question. I think, damn, it took me a long time to have Gia like outside of my body, because we were just locked in for a minute. But I think that what I have learned from Gia is to practice, yeah, more stillness, like to just be still when you don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you don't have the space to be instinctual, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have the opportunity. So sometimes you just got to be still and just let things play out because it's like, what can you really control, anyways? Right. And I think what I lent to Gia, I think through being a new mom, I had to put some things down through Gia. And like, there are a couple of themes that she has. It's like intense want for pleasure, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something that just like makes her feel relieved. And it could just be being in nature, right? Or also just like rage, you know what I mean? There's like this internal bubbling and rage that she withholds so much. And I think that she could learn how to navigate all of those feelings and those themes through just, being creative or just simply existing for others, holding space for others. I hope that's what I gave her. I don't know where the girl is now.
Well, we would definitely be seeing her in July in the brand new film that everybody would be able to witness. It's called Earth Mama.
Yeah.
Um, you also had a very a heavy cast. You had ERIKA Alexander, who's a vet. You had Bokeem Woodbine. What
Sure.
did you learn from those two actors, rather, when it comes to just being comfortable on the set? And then what advice did they give you throughout this movie and even in life, possibly?
For sure. For sure. I mean, man, Miss ERIKA, she's a gem of her own. She's such a one of one person. She's just like a magnet, you feel me? And I think off top, we wanted to learn something from each other. Like it was an instant exchange. It's like game exchange is all we do in the town. So it's like, that's kind of like our love language is like feeling seen when we could talk to each other a certain way. And I instantly had that with Miss ERIKA. So there was like straight comfort zone there. And she also just has this like warmth texture about her that's like, I've been in your house all your life. Like, how could you not run into, you know what I mean? Like to me and not want to melt with me. She's like that. So yes, I was definitely like waving the white flag by the time I met her on set. You know, like I had already been on set and kind of just whooping back to back to back, like I'm on set every day, dude. Mind you, I'm going from just me and my kid and my family in a house to like going to a set with 150 people that know my name and I don't know them from a can of paint, and learning this new trade. And it was just mad overwhelming and stupid stimulating. And so by the time I got to lay hands and eyes on this ERIKA, I was like, help me. And she's just like, you have nothing to lose. Like you're already here. You know what I'm saying? Like put all that shit there. Whatever you're telling me over here, put it there, you know? And just running the script with me during hair and makeup or whatever the case may be, whenever we have free time, she's like, if you just want to run lines, like I'm right here. Like she just held space for me. And I'm crazy as fuck, dude. Like I'm many, you know, I'm a creative. You know, I'm a lot of things. And I think it was very reflective between the two of us to just like we're all freaks here, bruh. And then Bokeem, he was, man, my brother was on set with me. My big brother was on set with me while we were filming. So the first day that Bokeem came through, we was like, where the hood, where the hood, where the hood at? You know, we were so juiced because it was just like, oh shit, like, come on, it's the big bruh, you know. So he just brought a lot of cool and just support in general. He was like one of the only guys, you know, really on the set with us and cast, and also a sick ass musician, man, like makes rock music. So we could really talk. I just started my band as well, so I was able to talk to him about my passion projects, you know, outside of this and what I could do with this. Is my first time acting. He's like, yo, you could, you know, he's real down to earth and just feel like an uncle, you know, like my parents are from New York. So it felt like home on this set. And I think Savannah is really good at, you know, creating that space for all of us, that vulnerability, and just, yeah, it was great. They literally, I'm so proud to have them as my first mentors in this shit. Like it's actually phenomenal.
No, that's dope. I mean, did you always was acting something that you wanted to do or even thought about doing before this film?
Mm-hmm. I mean, my mom put us in like, there was this program in San Francisco when I was a kid called Kids on Camera. And it was like, I think you could pay for something or another. I remember going once or twice and I just hella didn't like it. The kids were super different from me. But my mom, she just kind of always wanted to, you know, try this, you know, da da da. You know, Black moms always just want you to, you
Go
know,
do this.
figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And also just things that she didn't have the opportunities to do. She went to performing art school all her life in New York and dance ballet. So I think there were like highlights of her real passions and things that maybe she might have seen in us that she tried to grant us opportunities towards, but acting was never really my bag. Yeah, I wasn't really thinking about it at all. So the closest I can get to it is like in a music video, right? And even then, when I creative direct those, it's like I don't really see myself doing anything other than what I'll be doing. So yeah, it's quite
Yeah.
bizarre. Yeah.
Okay, definitely. So, who are some of your influences? You definitely are, I believe, a talented music artist. I listen to some of your stuff.
Thank you.
Who are some of the artists from Oakland or from the Bay Area that you really looked up to and said, okay, I want to kind of model or take some things that they have and put it into my arsenal?
You know, honestly, I never really been as far as my music and my art forms. I never be like, okay, I see this person and I'm a run. You know, I'm a piggyback off of that. Like I'm often inspired by really random things and people and places. And if I could take anything from where I'm from, not necessarily like a person, place, or thing, but it's just like I come from a righteous land. So everybody kind of has a way about them. And I've seen like, you know, what you could do with the most confidence and the top of the top, utilizing all your resources when you're political, you're creative, you're doing all these things. You moving like E-40, you moving like Mr. Fab, and you could call yourself the chancellor and the counselor of the Bay. You could call yourself a mayor in ways that like regular rappers don't think about the politics that are involved, you know, and what you actually have to stand for. So that's what I really take as far as, you know, my voice from the land. But if you're talking about like aesthetic and style and just like finesse, like I said, my parents are from New York, so I always kind of had like that raw shit around me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
grew up on Big L and you know what I mean, like Big Daddy Kane and shit like that, Slick Rick, real shit. And then, you know, I have big sisters and big brothers who listen to alternative and, you know, more gangster shit and more Anne Marie and stuff shit. So I was always able to live a dualist life. You feel me? Like always encouraged to be soft, always encouraged to be sharp as a motherfucker when I need to be. Excuse my French, but yeah, definitely inspired by all of my land for sure. No one way person in particular, but I think the lay of the land is more important to me, you know?
Well, I can dig it. Last two questions really quick. We're celebrating 50 years of hip hop, and hip hop is so diverse. It is definitely the art form and popular culture, popular music, which is our culture. What does hip hop mean to Tia NOMORE?
Yeah, hip hop to me is very much a love language, and it's kind of like, you know, in a lot of ways a code, like so many things. So it's an engraving situation. It's like in all of us, it is like the pulse of our life. It's in everything, and I look for it in everything. You feel me? Like even when I listen to jazz, I look for hip hop, you know, and the influence and like the little origin stories in between and stuff like that. Like I'll be really listening for hip hop like I would like I don't know, like somebody's voice you miss. You know what I'm trying to say? Like it's not really like it used to be, or what, you know, I'm born in 94, but you know, again, it's like it was a different texture of time and people and society and shit. But I love hip hop because it encapsulates what the fuck is really going on presently. And you can feel it no matter what. Like if I put on Noriega right now, you know what the fuck it was at that time. I put on DMX right now, Big Pun, all that. Like you're able to be transported. It's a teleportation device, you know?
That's a beautiful way to assess it. You being from Oakland, I cannot let you get out of here. Oakland is so diverse when it comes, like you said, is political, it's a movement. But sports is definitely a part of Oakland as well. So I don't know if you grew up on the Oakland A's, but you know, the news recently came out that they're moving to Las Vegas. So how is the town taking the loss, and how are you taking possibly the loss of the Oakland A's leaving the city of Oakland?
Damn, like art forms, you know, sports, our people, they shift around, and it tells you what's really happening on the lay of the land. You feel me? Like I can't really feel no way about it, right? Like I think I knew it was gonna happen. And I think we probably could have done more to prevent it as the people of the town, but it's like we have other things to rally for. You feel me? Sports is like everywhere. You know, this is a sport right now. What we doing? You know, but when the Raiders left, I knew it was over with. I knew it was over with. I started detaching personally because everything's changing in the town. You know, gentrification is hella real, and I'm not surprised, but it's certainly a shift in the energy at home for sure without those staples there. And it's like, where am I going to take my kids to the baseball game? Frisco to see the Giants? That's cool. You know, I respect it, but it's like town shit it's becoming more and more few and far between and rare. And I think that's why we need to preserve there's real town shit that's going about, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. You still a Warriors fan?
You know, I feel like the Warriors. I'm not really big on sports. I'm not gonna
okay.
You
Okay.
know, I do other things. I like weird sports. I like archery and fencing, like hockey. You feel me? I like soccer.
Oh, hockey. So you like the Sharks?
I fuck with the Sharks. I like the
Okay.
Cats. You know, I like the Penguins. You feel me?
Oh.
Yeah. I was a huge Gretzky fan, you know. Yeah, you know, I fuck with the ice.
Okay. All right. I definitely, yeah. I love hearing that because I actually played hockey when I was younger, and I grew up a Kings fan, obviously. As you mentioned, Wayne Gretzky and
Right.
you know, so forth. So it's great to hear that you definitely branched out and love different things. I love that.
Yeah. I mean, the Bay is so vast as well. Like, we gotta fuck with the Sharks. You know what I'm saying? Like, we also have so much lay of the land to offer that we haven't really tapped into the outer regions and stuff. And it's interesting.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? During hockey season, I follow you on Instagram, so I'm gonna have to tap in with you when the Sharks play the Kings. We have to get something going.
Hit me. Let's go. I'm with it. Let's figure it out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, absolutely. Thank you so much. The one and only Tia NOMORE. She's appearing in the brand new film Earth Mama. It is definitely, everybody should see it. Mothers, fathers, families, in-laws, outlaws, whoever it is, everybody should go see this great film happening July 7th, if I'm not mistaken, in theaters everywhere. Please let everyone know where they can continue to keep up with you, Tia, and all of your work, not just acting, but music and any other endeavors that you have.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram if you like. I guess that's the new business card. It's at tia.nomore. You could definitely find all my music on any platform that you want. It's just Tia space no more, no less. And happy listening.
Absolutely. She's the one and only. Once again, Tia No More. Thank you so much for joining the NH Experience here on SiriusXM and all streaming platforms. We appreciate it and continued success to you.